Welcome to our online teaching. We meet like this once a month and we come together. Sometimes it's members of the Grandmother's Council, the Net of Light Council, Net of Light Council. Sometimes it's just different ones of our beacons from around the world. And so today we've come together. There's 6 of us here. And so we've got Anita from Colorado, and Diane from the Netherlands, Terry and Phyllis from California, Nadia from Belgium, and I'm here also from California. We meet like this once a month in order to deepen our connection with the divine and with one another. Because in this work with the Net of Light, we always work together in order to amplify the power that upholds our planet, to amplify it to the max. Because today we are, I guess you would say the earth is in extremis, and her people and all who live on her are in extremis. The changes that are happening are so volatile, so raucous, and so raw, and we're all doing our best to stand steady for ourselves, for one another, for our beloved planet, as all these changes take place. These changes are mandated. It's time for the energies on Earth to shift, and boy, are they shifting in every imaginable way. Governments are falling, democracies are collapsing, people are starving, people are migrating, trying to save themselves. It is a time of intense upheaval. The grandmothers told us many years ago that these times were coming, but we had no idea, of course, what they would look like. We are in the midst of them now. And we at Net of Light have particular work to do, a particular purpose or mission. And our purpose is to help the earth and all of her beings, including each other, to hold steady and hold the greatest good for all beings. And so to do this, we work day and night effortlessly with the radiant net of light, the cosmic web, the grid, whatever you want to call it, the lattice. We work with it constantly. This is our work, our job that we've been given to do, and we're happy to do it. Every time we meet, we start by working with the net of light in order to maximize the good that comes from our meeting together. These are energy movements, transmissions, communications, whatever word you want to use. So great good comes from these coming togethers, from these meetings. You'll feel this. You'll feel different after one of these meetings. They affect you physically, they affect you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in every way. The divine is entirely generous, always giving to us and helping us to increase our capacity to receive. You'll find that also as we work together. So as we start, let yourself just sit there or lie down, whatever you're doing, and let the floor, the chair, the couch hold you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to hold yourself. Let yourself be as you are. You're not a mistake. You're exactly where you need to be at this moment in your own evolution and in the evolution of our beloved planet. You're just right. So just think of and allow yourself to breathe now. And all of a sudden you may notice, or it might be gradual, that this light is breathing you. It's really effortless. You are connected to this web, this fabric of light that reaches throughout the world, throughout all the worlds, throughout the universe. This is the great net of light The scientists, the physicists call it the cosmic web. You can see pictures of it online if you want. This is the largest construct in the universe. We're all upheld by it. Even the fibers of our skin, of our hearts, of our bones and lungs are supported by this net of light, cosmic web, radiant fabric of being. And we're all connected in it. We're all part of it. We're all lifted, cradled, rocked, and held. You are safe in this net of light. You are blessed. Just let yourself be held. It's your right, it's your birthright to be held in light like this, cradled and rocked and held. And as we rest in the net of light, we think how it reaches everywhere, because it does. And we magnify the presence of the net of light, asking that it go wherever it's needed now. So wherever there's suffering of any kind, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, the net of light permeates, surrounds, holds, uplifts every being, every person, every animal, every situation in light, including you. So the worries that you may have, the concerns you may have about your family, about the place where you are, about the trajectory of your life, all of it is now held in this radiant net of light. And every breath you take brings this depth of connection into more stronger connection, more strength, more permeability, more depth. You are held. And all who you know and all who you love are held immediately, automatically, as you say yes to the net of light. All those in your life who resonate to this light are held by it. And even those who don't resonate are given the invitation to be at peace, that they too can be filled. And we think of this net of light now, holding the entire human family everywhere, including all the leaders of this world, enfolding and lifting each one of them, reminding them, oh, I am held. I am part of this one love. There's no separation. I am loved. I am held. And so is everyone. We cast the net of light to the human family, to every woman, every child, every man, everywhere. And as we work in this way with the net of light, there's no limit to time or space. So the ancestors are held and upheld. All those who've ever lived in the past are held in light. All those who will be coming in the future are welcomed in light and held in light. Everything and everyone held in light. We cast to the animal realm, asking that every animal be held and blessed in light. And to the plant realm, that all the trees, all the lichen, all the moss, all the grasses, everything held in light. And to the mineral kingdom, to all the mountains, the great rock formations, the sands, the soil, the potassium, the magnesium, every mineral be held in light. We cast to the Devic kingdom, to the guardians and the protective spirits of earth who take care of our beloved planet, and to the minerals themselves, to earth, air, fire, and water, to the elementals, and the elemental spirits and the elements, earth, air, fire, and water, and all are held, and all are held. Everything, including you, held in light. And together we ask, may everyone in all the worlds be happy. May everyone in all the worlds be happy. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. And that includes you. That includes your own dear self. And every cell and every thought and every breath you've ever taken or ever will take. May all be happy. And just notice how you feel as this sinks in and you resonate with the net of light. Every part of you filling, every part of you filled, held, now and always, 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 always. And anytime you think of the net of light, it's here. Instantly, it's like if you touch a light switch, the light comes on. You think of the net of light, it's here. Always. This is the time when the net of light becomes active again. It's lay dormant for many thousands of years, and now it's active as it's needed to hold you, to hold the earth, to hold all life steady right here, right now. And so when you feel like it, you can kind of move around a little bit and can open your eyes, taking your time, and just notice how you're feeling. Notice how your body feels, especially how your body feels, because the body's such a good ally. Can learn so much from our bodies. So I'm going to ask everybody here with me, how is your body feeling? And just share a little bit about how you feel right now.
Feels more solid.
Mm.
It's almost like my body's grown. Not something we usually look forward to, but this time it feels good. It feels more solid, more expanded. The body, yeah.
I'm feeling more present and grounded. And I feel like, just like you were saying, Nadia, that this vibrational field is bigger than just within me. It's much a greater presence.
I'm feeling a sweetness, a lightness of energy.
Yeah, yeah. Trust all these things you're feeling. They're true. They are true. And I appreciate you sharing, because as each of you shares, each of us gets to resonate with what your radar's picking up.
Yeah, I feel a calmness, and my heart is not beating so fast, but it's a bit slower and opening up, and yeah, as if I can receive more.
I'm feeling a kind of an alignment with clarity. It feels like open hallway.
Good. And know that whenever you do a short meditation like we just did together, the good of it goes on for a very long time. So it'll keep going, it'll keep going. It pays tremendous dividends. So this is the kind of thing I want to talk about with you, is the grandmothers about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe that long, maybe not quite that long, told us to really respect ourselves, pay attention to ourselves, and then they said, lock in to the net of light. And they use that very strong term, lock in to the net of light. And I know I've heard from many of you that that is something that you've experienced, and that's something that we're doing. And the grandmothers never mess around. If they tell us something, they mean it. And so when they said lock in, they have purpose to that. We who understand about the net of light, the fact that it's here now, and we've been called to align with it and to hold it, to anchor it, and lock it in. We have a particular job to do. We become holding tanks or anchor points, nexus points, nodes for holding light for the earth. We are all over the earth. And I'm saying we, I'm talking to the 6 of us here, and I'm talking to the hundreds of you out there. Each of you is a nexus point in this work with the net of light. Each of you does untold good by remembering that and thinking of and calling on the net of light. These are the times when this is, I don't even know the right adjective for this. There's not a big enough one. It's like it's extraordinarily needed to be connected with the net of light now. By being connected with the net of light, you do terrific service. You help thousands hold steady during this raucous time we're living through, when people's very foundations are being shaken. So it's a challenge, but it's one that we were born for. I allude to this a number of times. The grandmothers say, when I start moaning and whining about how difficult it is, they say, basically, get over yourself. You were born for this. You asked to be here. You stood in line to be here now, to have this opportunity. And I know that's true. And I know you know that's true too. So we are called to do this work, and it's not easy because we're human. We get shaken by all of the trauma and drama that's going on. And yet we're called to come back to center. When you fall off, you forget who you are and you start feeling weak and helpless and a victim of life and all of that. And we all do that. But when that happens, as soon as you can, come back. Remember who you are and stand steady. And we're here to help each other do that. So I want to ask you, the panel that's here today, how are you doing with that? What are you learning? What do you feel sometimes that you're up against? What teachings are coming to you that enable you to take this stand? Here I am. This is my authentic self. I will be myself. It requires a great courage, and it requires a staying awake, to paying attention to what's going on. But we're all here to help each other do that. So I just want to throw that out. I know, because we're all human, that we're all dealing with this. So I'd like to ask you to, whatever you are learning now, what's coming to your awareness, difficulties or victories or confusions, whatever, let's share that together.
I'll jump in, Sharon. I feel like there's a dual purpose with this. You know, the net of light has been about bringing the yin energy in. And if anything, this lock-in concept is to me a divine yin grounding. and bringing it in and really awakening within us the powerful nature of ourselves. And as we're changed, it's sort of like an opportunity to exercise that and feel that. And then when we slip back into, oh, I'm not powerful enough, or I'm not aware, or what, how could I, those type of doubtful questions, we just love into that part of ourselves and then stand back up and start recognizing that divine power.
So I want to ask you, is this something is this your experience? I mean,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Can you share a
Absolutely.
little bit about that? Because sharing your own experience resonates more strongly than anything else.
Yes. Well, one thing I will say, I'll put a plug in for book two because it talks about, I don't know, in the early part about being in your power. And I remember when I read that, as I read it, I felt myself moving in, feeling that. And I go, wait a minute, I want to walk in the world in this way. I want to walk in the world. And so as I come across things, examples, I could feel my shrinkage and then purposefully look at it and move into that more upright deal, knowing that, there's really nobody here to save me but me. So I can't wait and watch and look around for other people. And one example I'll give, I'm not going to say who, it's a family member, but we've been talking about this idea, and she was like, her husband does everything. He's 6'5" and she's tiny and little, and she recently retired, and she started like massively cleaning her house. Now this sounds funny, like the top of that bed frame, those big fancy ones where she never did it. Well, the house is so clean, and she's like, can I not have a cleaning lady? Can I do this? Like, and it's like she's looking at these little things, and I said, listen, I've been watching you. You've been doing powerful things. You've had some health issues and you've looked at them. And we just need to look at all the little things in our places in our lives where we can shift into this. It's the
I,
idea that I
I
have.
get the biggest kick out of that term when you were talking about you're looking at your shrinkage and you decided I love that. Boy, do I ever relate to that. Shrinkage. Yeah, it's great. Thank you, Terry.
You're welcome.
So what are you learning? What are you learning? Go ahead, Phyllis.
Yes, thank you. I am learning again and again the power of feeling my whatever the emotion is that's coming out of me. And this is not to get into it. It's to really be part of the bigger energy stream. It just opens things for me. So when I'm feeling my shrinkage and getting feel, I just have to feel the emotion, whatever it is. If it's something I'm responding to in the outside world, if it's some errant thing that's just popping out of me, don't know where that came from. I just have to let it source it in my body, feel it in my body. And it's so quick. It's not long. It's like an instant. It's like for me to acknowledge that I'm feeling this emotion and really let it expand within my body. And for me, it's usually this part of my body. Not always, but often. So, and I notice where it is in my body because that helps me personally. And it just moves
Yeah.
so fast. And then I'm not in the story at all or anything like that, that one might think that might lead to. No, not at all. I can ground and hold and move into that expanded sense of holding the light and holding this massive, unimaginable love that I get to be a part of. All that is, the stuff I don't like, the stuff I love, it's all part of it.
The word that I kept coming to me as you were speaking was emotion. Emotion. The motion that comes from just
Yes.
focusing on whatever that feeling is, it moves
Yes.
it. It moves it
Yes,
out, and
Sharon.
then you're able to go on.
And I think that is because when it moves, then I'm in the moment where everything is possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have
Freedom.
access to all the resources.
Yeah. Freedom.
Freedom.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
These are helpful. So what are you learning?
Well, I feel like I'm really learning a lot because a lot is coming up into my world in every direction. And like you, Phyllis, when you were saying, and Sharon, you said emotion. I always think emotions are energy in motion. So we got to keep it moving. And what happens in our other state is we get it stuck. And I think a lot of, for me, has been a lot of this, it's like these little remnants that have been stuck and I haven't seen them are coming in my face, and I'm able to look at them and see what I need to learn from them. And so I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. And I'm also, like you were saying, Phyllis, this expansion of the expansion, and Terry, you said your shoulders going back. Me too. I'm like, oh, walking around in a whole new way. But that expansion requires a softening in my heart and a compassion and understanding for what's going on in the world, that this is what needs to happen. And we do need to feel it. But like you said, Phyllis, you just got to let it move. You can't let it get stuck. So, and I briefly will just tell you, we had a grandmother circle here yesterday, and one of the grandmothers went to one of the sort of protests because two of our kids in our town were picked up by the ICE team, and they had to call the federal troops and all that stuff. So two of our grandmothers went over there and they held the circle. I mean, there were people in front of them that were bound with their arm in arm, but our grandmothers held the circle and they were singing and chanting, divine feminine songs. And a couple of the federal troops came up to them and they just, Kathy, I think it was Kathy who said, she said you have children too. And from her place of love, she sang, and she saw those federal troops soften. And that just reminded me when she told the story, the power of our presence and our love, how that's the most transformative power. And that's where I want to stay in my presence. And the most important thing I could do is this radiation of love on the net of light. And there's many, many ways to do that radiation of love, but the net of light works for me because I like the visual. So I can see it and I can focus on it, and it's all sensory then. So yeah, that's my little bit.
Thank you. Thank you, Anita. Jai?
Yeah. Well, over here it's in the evening, so we've had a whole day already here with all kind of events, and what I am learning is that I allow myself more to be in my power and to do what is good for me, to trust myself more. And when something is not good for me, then I say, hey, it's time for me to go now. I have another appointment. And before I was more sort of people pleasing or doing what was expected of me. And also a few days ago, I went to the birthday of my sister-in-law. And beforehand, I was already thinking like, oh my gosh, this will be happening, that will be happening. It will be boring. They will be talking about politics and da, 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 da. And then I thought, no, don't go into this in your head. Just say to yourself, it's going to be nice. You will have all the time for me, and and I felt a lot calmer. And while I was driving my car, I was also a lot more relaxed, so I could be a better driver in all the traffic. And all the things that I made up in my head beforehand that would happen, all negative, 180 degrees, the opposite happened. And it was very nice. And I thought, yeah, be more confident, be more in your power, and also, how do you call that? A self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think negative or, then it will come to you. But I went there driving along in a more positive, and said, no, I'm there. I'm full with light. I am full with love. And I go there with an open heart. And I got responded also with, I had a lovely afternoon. And it was amazing that because I change and I feel the love and the light in me, people respond to me like that as well. And I even had a long discussion with my brother, which I normally don't have. So yeah, I thought, okay, is this me? Is this the grandmothers? Is this, it was as if I just felt a sort of a switch by thinking and feeling differently. I could receive. Yeah, I could. This interaction was different.
Thank you. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. Oh. Nadia, do you want to share anything, or you can pass if you want?
You're
I
muted.
can't hear you.
I'm learning from listening to all of you. And in the past couple of weeks, of course, like everyone else, there's been quite a bit of challenges. And I think I still need to find the way, or want to find, not need, I want to find a way to switch out of the, a way to switch into what you're doing, Phyllis, feeling the emotion instead of, so I can feel my body first and then feel the emotion. That's what I think would be helpful for me.
Good, good.
And the other thing is, I realized this morning and a couple of days, coming, like, I want to be feeding and nourishing myself with singing more and getting out early instead of sitting behind this thing and doing stuff first. I just want to nourish my soul, nourish my body.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you all. It's so beautiful. We have this whole richness floating in front of us now and floating around us now, that all of these sharings kind of made loose and easy for us. So let's just think of softening and sort of like just drinking in whatever's good for you. So we ask with our hearts open that whatever is good for me now from all this sharing, just filter right in, come in, and we're basically saying yes, yes, happy to receive. As the grandmothers say, you're happy learners. We are so glad to learn. And just notice how your body feels as you just allow whatever's is got your name on it, whatever feels just right for you to come into you to the right degree for you. And there's even more than that. Because when you say yes to life, when you say yes to learning and you open that way, oh, the good is enormous. And you open to this huge supply. And so through the net of light now, it's pouring into you. You are part of the net of light, this linkage, this lattice work of light that goes throughout the planet. You're a part of that. And you make a beautiful receiving station for it. You also are a beautiful giving station, which you do all the time in support of those around you, in support of your sisters, your brothers around this planet. And you're receiving now. And you can ask that you be taught and shown how to soften even more so that the receiving becomes so fulfilling. You're really able to bring in and take in all this good. Ah, notice your body now. Remind me, grandmothers, remind me, grandmothers, remind me again who I am. Remind me, grandmothers, remind me, grandmothers, remind me again who I am. I am Om, eternal Om. In this life of distraction and of illusion, remind me again who I am. In this life of distraction and of illusion, remind me again who I am. I am truth, I am peace, divine bliss. I am truth, I am peace, divine bliss. Remind me, grandmothers, remind me, grandmothers, remind me again who I am. Again, notice how you feel, how your body feels, how you feel, your emotion, your thoughts, your physical self. Yeah. Together, we are continuously expanding. We are becoming more all the time. This is the time for that. A great, great healing is beginning, no matter what it looks like. A great healing is beginning now in us, around us, within the earth herself. And as each of us heals more, so does our beloved planet. And as our beloved earth heals, so too do we. It's all happening together. Thank you so much for coming and joining us at this online teaching. We'll be back again next month on the first Sunday. And on the fourth Tuesday, we do the global Zoom where we meet in small groups online all around the world with different languages. You can join us in that. And if you want to join us in this work, we will so welcome you. By the way, we don't sell things, so we just do all this as service. If you feel a resonance and this speaks to you, join with us. It'll give you great, great joy. So until we meet you again, bless you, everyone.